Hi tech lovers, in this video I'm going to show you the best Dell gaming laptops that you can buy in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. For more information, I have included links in the description box below. Now, our first product on the list is Dell XPS 15. The Dell XPS 15 is easily the best 15-inch laptop on the market, and in a lot of ways it's the best laptop, period. It's extremely powerful, stylish, and light enough to carry around town. We seriously can't find anything that holds it back. The Dell XPS 15 2020 may have been the closest any manufacturer has come to a perfect device until the release of its 2021 successor, that is, elevating the line to the next level. It's the ultimate pairing of performance and features, giving users enough power to tackle most tasks this side of 3D design, and features like the keyboard, trackpad, display, and speakers that are the best in their class. To put simply, the Dell XPS 15 2020 has become a paragon of Windows laptop excellence. If you're not married to the macOS environment, it's a top-notch choice for professionals, creative and otherwise. The Dell XPS 15 2020 starts $1,299, about £1,030, $1,890 in the US at release. For that price tag, you're getting a 10th generation Intel Core i5 processor, 8GB of RAM, and a 256GB SSD, all behind a 1080p non-touch display. It's thinner, lighter, has smaller bezels, and brings the speakers to the top of the device. With all of these improvements, the XPS 15 has catapulted ahead of the 13-inch model to be the Windows laptop to get. Now, next product on the list is Dell XPS 17. The Dell XPS 17 2022 looks identical to last year's model, but it's still one of the slickest and sleekest 17-inch laptops around, and now packs Intel's latest 12th gen CPUs for epic performance and surprisingly good battery life. What's new can be found inside, most notably Intel's latest 12th gen CPUs. Our review unit is rocking the Intel Core i7 12700H, which packs 6 performance cores plus 8 efficiency cores and turbos up to 4.7 GHz. The design of the Dell XPS 17 2022 is a dead ringer for last year's model and the year before, but we're grateful for that. Despite the large 17-inch screen, a beefy CPU performance, the Dell XPS 17 still delivers over 10 hours of battery life away from the mains, making for impressive all-day longevity. Now, next product on the list is Alienware M15 R7. Alienware's latest Intel-powered gaming laptop is a beast for 1080p ultra gaming, with a seriously high screen refresh rate. It's held back a little by its lack of portability and noisy-ass fans, though. Dell's Alienware gaming laptops can be a very mixed bag. With an almost ridiculously huge range of models available, there's always going to be some chaff that needs to be separated from the, admittedly more plentiful, wheat. Thankfully, the new Alienware M15 R7 sits firmly in the cereal grain category, a well-rounded 1080p gaming machine with a shiny 12th gen Intel processor at its core. We've got Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2 built in, a new standard inclusion for gaming laptops these days. In terms of physical connectivity, there are 3 USB-A ports, RJ45 Ethernet, HDMI port, headphone jack, and a Thunderbolt 4 port, though be aware that the latter is replaced by a regular USB-C on the cheapest 3050T models. Gaming laptops are hardly renowned for their long battery life, but the 89-watt battery that powers the Alienware M15 R7 is decidedly lackluster. The laptop lasted barely more than 3 hours in the PC Mark 10 battery life test, and that was with all the extraneous RGB lighting shut off to conserve power. Now, the last product on the list is Dell XPS 13. The Dell XPS 13 2020 with Intel Evo is a gorgeous little machine that offers excellent performance, battery life, and more. It comes at the expense of ports, sound quality, and price, but none of these are enough for us to not highly recommend this laptop to anyone in the market for an ultrabook. This is where the Dell XPS 13 late 2020 absolutely shines. With a chassis and lid cut from two separate blocks of aluminum, the XPS 13 is incredibly light. It only weighs about 2.8 pounds, give or take a couple of ounces depending on your configuration. That said, it's also very sturdy. Nothing feels cheap about this build. The keyboard is your standard laptop chiclet key design, but the XPS makes full use of the available space, running the keyboard nearly edge to edge, which gives it a good sense of key spacing. The trackpad also feels very premium. It is very responsive and has a glossy touch to it that stands out nicely from the woven glass palm rests around it. The Dell XPS 13, late 2020, sports a 4-cell, 52-wear battery. Largely due to Intel Evo, it still manages to do somewhat better than its immediate predecessor in terms of battery life. I hope you liked the video. See you guys next time.